I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology.
What?
We already know B-Dubs knows how to do it, but we're actually going to be trying some new low-calorie sauces from Joey Swoll's Taste Flavor Co. So if you haven't heard of Joey Swoll, he's actually a fitness influencer who likes to call out people that are just rude in the gym.
Mind your own business.
He's all about gym positivity, and he decided to make low-calorie sauces that you can either dip or use for your wings or other dinner preparations. We secured the wings, so now it's time to try the sauces, and they have 5 different sauces to try. We have the sweet honey mustard, the hot honey sriracha, spicy garlic parm, buffalo blue cheese, and the cherry smoked barbecue. 5 different sauces that we're gonna try out today. They all sound really, really good. I'm not gonna tell you guys which one I'm looking forward to most, but I am going to tell you guys brutally honestly how I feel about each sauce, so let's get right into it. First sauce we're going with is the sweet honey mustard. That is some sweet honey mustard. That's how it looks, if you guys can see it. Here we go. Alright, there's a good dip. I don't know if I could taste it enough in that first bite, so let's go with another one. All of these sauces are gonna have 10 calories or less. The ingredient list really isn't that long, and I'm actually really happy about that. I will be honest, not a big honey mustard fan, but this might have made me a fan. I thought it was gonna be spicy, but it was actually just very, very sweet, just very, very savory, and they did a great job with Taste Flavor Co.'s sweet honey mustard, so if you guys wanna pick that one up, I would definitely suggest it. That one's actually really, really good, and I'm pleasantly surprised. Next on the list, it's going to be the buffalo blue cheese.
But you don't get the blue cheese!
Now, I will be honest, not a big fan of blue cheese. Not a big fan of buffalo sauce because it burns the fuck out of my nostrils, but for you guys and for health and wellness, I'm going to try this because it's 5 calories. I think out of all the sauces, this is the lowest calorie sauce. Like I said, I'm a very plain guy. I don't necessarily like a lot of flavor, but it's especially when it comes to spicy shit. You would know that I'm not very into spices if you've watched some of my very old videos.
Oh god!
Alrighty, let's give this a go. Wasn't initially fucking with it, but wasn't as spicy as I thought it was going to be. The blue cheese was actually a nice little touch to it because I think it definitely brought down the spiciness. I'm probably gonna say this a lot, but it blended together really, really well. The blue cheese and the buffalo sauce. So honestly, this would probably be my favorite so far. For the honey mustard, I'd probably give like an 8.5 out of 10. This one, I'm going to give a nice solid 8 out of 10. Both are very, very good, but I actually really like this one. The spice, really, really nice. The next sauce we are going with is the spicy garlic parm. Why does everything have to be spicy? This one, I assume, is going to be spicier than the buffalo. Probably not gonna be the spiciest out of all of them. Gotta give it a try. Well, from the looks of it, it looks already a lot like the buffalo sauce, so that one, I mean, it doesn't smell as spicy. It almost smells like a spicy pizza. That's like the best way I can describe it. It smells like a spicy pizza. It's definitely spicy. You can definitely feel the spice, and you can definitely taste the Parmesan. The garlic, I don't really taste it that much. This one seems to have a lot longer of an ingredients list than the other ones, so just something to keep in mind. This one's not really that much of it's not really my favorite. Not really that great in my opinion. I would give this one a 5 out of 10 if I'm being honest. This one's really not that great. I mean, some people may like it, but to me it's just spice and parm, and to me that's just not that great. I think the garlic would have been nice if I could taste it in there, but I can't. So 5 out of 10 spicy garlic parm. 2 more sauces to go, and one of these I'm really not looking forward to, so let's just get it out of the way so I don't have to worry about it anymore. A hot honey sriracha. Now this one looks like it's going to be the absolute spiciest out of all of them, and the last one we have is not going to be spicy at all, so I'm really not looking forward to this. It's going to be like a sweet spicy. I have a feeling that I'm going to have my mouth on fire. So we have water, and we also have milk over there, but I doubt I'm going to need it that much unless this is labeled as a ghost pepper sauce, but I should probably look at the ingredients and make sure that's not in there.
2 hours later.
All right, we're good to go. Let's do this. That's the sauce right there. This is for you guys, so you better leave a like and at least a comment with the fire emoji or something. Ooh, that's hot. Honestly, this was pretty spicy, but I still think the buffalo sauce has definitely been the hottest out of all of them. Funny enough, this does remind me of the end sauce that I did in a video years back.
1 drop is amateur, 2 is seasoned, 3 is chili head, 4 is braver than us, and 5 is the end.
So it definitely reminds me of that, just like a less hot version of it. Definitely spicy. Definitely not my cup of tea, but I would give this thing probably like a 6.5 or a 6 out of 10. Not bad, but not my favorite. We got 1 more sauce left, so let's get right into it, and then we will rank the sauces. The last is the cherry smoked barbecue. This one's probably going to be the least spicy out of all of them. Probably not going to have much spice at all. Probably going to be nice and sweet. And this is one of the ones that has a kind of short ingredient list, which I do like to see. Most of these look like they're using organic ingredients, which is kind of nice. So good props there. And again, 10 calories on the sauce. Give me that sauce. Well, I think you guys can see which one's my favorite. That one's my favorite. So we tried the sauces. I've kind of told you guys what I think about these, so I think you guys are already gonna know how I'm gonna rank these. But hot honey sriracha is probably going to go at second to last. Spicy garlic parm is going to be moved to last. Sweet honey mustard is actually going to go in second right here. Buffalo blue cheese, I did really like it. Very underrated in my opinion, so that one's going right in the middle. And of course, the cherry smoked barbecue is going to go right at the front. All of these were great sauces in my opinion, except for the spicy garlic parm. I think this was missing a lot. But if you guys are looking for low calorie sauces, if you're having a very strict diet and it limits you guys to the kind of sauces you're allowed to use, these ones are great. All 10 calories. And buffalo blue cheese is actually 5 calories. It lists all the ingredients and kind of tells you a little bit about it as well on the bottles. Honestly, I would definitely recommend it if you're in a strict diet and you definitely need something that's going to add flavor to your prepped meals. Now, in my true opinion, I will say you guys don't really need to be buying the entire lineup of sauces. I'd really go ahead and just buy the 2 that interest you the most, and those are probably going to be the ones that you like. It does get expensive to end up buying all of these, and at the end of the day, you really only need the ones you like. Let me know down below what you guys think of these and if you guys are going to try them. Honestly, this cherry smoked barbecue is incredible, and I'm probably going to be using it a lot.
Alright guys, so Joey Swoll got canceled, and the reason for it is kind of stupid. Now, if you know the reason that he got canceled, then, you know, you have your opinion already. But I'm just going to state my opinion because I still wanted to post this video, even though the whole canceling thing happened. Because, in my opinion, I don't think he should have been canceled in the first place. And it's just unfortunate what happened, but this was going to happen regardless. Whether it was going to be this situation or something smaller or even something bigger. And I'll explain why. The first thing we need to talk about is the fact that Joey Swoll calls out a lot of people. People don't like him calling out other people in the gym, but to be honest, he's helped a lot of people. He's helped new gym goers feel comfortable to go to the gym, and he's also helped other people realize their mistakes about filming in the gym and just being rude about it. But with somebody doing something like that, obviously people are going to be looking for every little mistake that you make so they can call you out and possibly cancel you. And that's exactly what happened with Joey Swoll, and it's unfortunate, but it was bound to happen. Whether the cancellation was going to be successful or not, it was really based on the people and how much they hated Joey. And I guess it's pretty clear now that a lot of people do hate Joey or just wanted to see his downfall. But if you don't know, recently Hulk Hogan just passed away. He was a WWE icon and has contributed to multiple big events in the WWE and the wrestling community. He was a hero to a lot of people, and when people found out that he was racist, it really tarnished his reputation. With that being said, when Hulk Hogan died, a lot of people were sad, but also a lot of people were celebrating his death. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I don't know when this became so normal to celebrate someone's death. We've seen a steady increase in hate recently, and it's grown to the fact that we're going to be celebrating people's deaths. Nobody's trying to justify what Hulk Hogan did or what he said or any of the racist shit he did. We're just saying let's celebrate the good things that he did and all the great stuff he did to contribute to the wrestling community. Therefore, I think Joey Swoll posting a picture of him in a Halloween costume for Hulk Hogan isn't a bad thing.
I owe my followers, my community, and all of social media an apology. A few days ago, I reposted an old video of me in the gym wearing a Hulk Hogan Halloween costume on the day that he passed. Last night in my live stream, a lot of people expressed how upset and frustrated they were with me that I had posted that. Instead of listening and understanding like I should have, I became defensive and said that I was posting to celebrate the wrestling icon, the person that so many of us looked up to as kids that we grew up with, that made us tear our shirts and take our vitamins and say our prayers. I didn't know to the extent of all the horrible things that he had done. Since last night, I have done a lot of research, talked to a few people, and learned all of the horrible, horrible things that that man has done, which is way more than just making a mistake and being human. So because of that, I have taken the videos down, and I apologize to anybody that I offended. I am sorry. Also, during last night's live stream, I used the word colored instead of saying person of color, which is a very outdated, very offensive term. A few moments later, somebody educated me and told me that it wasn't okay to use that, which I immediately apologized to everyone and said I would never do that again. So once again, to anybody that I offended, I am sorry. You know, my whole page, my whole brand is based on holding people accountable and doing better. I would be a hypocrite if I didn't hold myself to the same standards. I am human, I am still growing, I am still learning, and I promise all of you, I will do better. I have nothing but love and kindness in my heart. I will continue to try to make the world a better place, and once again to everybody, I apologize.
Celebrating somebody's life shouldn't be grounds for cancellation, and I have no idea why we've gotten to this point. I personally still support Joey Swoll, but he needs to stop letting what other people think affect how he lives his life. Because I don't know if you guys saw the tweet, but it's looking like he doesn't even want to come back to social media. It's looking like he's completely done with social media. Now, is that the right move? Personally, I don't think so. I think Joey Swoll has a lot of positive stuff to contribute to the social media space, and I think losing him in this space just makes gym culture a lot more toxic. But what do you guys think? Let me know down below. Obviously, this is just my opinion, and I still wanted to try these sauces because they are low-calorie sauces, and I've only heard good things about them. But what do you think? Are you on Joey Swoll's side, or are you on the other side? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next video.